Alrighty. I think we're live. Are we live? Yeah, we are. Yeah, one of my favorite topics, sandcastles and beaches with sandcastles. And not all beaches are the same when it comes to sandcastles, or for surfing, or for swimming. I've devoted my life to exploring as many as I could, and just returned just 2 short days ago from damn near 5 months, four and a half, or better than 4.5 months in Mexico, on primarily on the Pacific coast, but of course I went to the East Coast as well, and phenomenal beaches. But I've lived on the east coast of Canada, and Nova Scotia has some incredible beaches. New Brunswick has one fantastic beach. Prince Edward Island has both golden beaches and red sand beaches, and yeah, it's really red. It's not like a bright Toyota red, but it's like a earthen clay red for sure, and it's fantastic for growing peaches, not peaches, potatoes. Um, yeah, and Cavendish Farms produces some of the best potatoes in the world. Actually, I went backpacking through Belgium and was in Bruges, actually, in the town square, sitting down at a cafe, as you do, and ordered pommes frites, potato French fries, with the traditional mayonnaise. And the guy was, and I was eating them and everything, and I ordered a beer, and I ordered a second beer, and the delivery truck, little tiny European delivery truck, showed up, and Cavendish potatoes came out of the back of the truck, and I noticed the logo right away, right into the back of the store, and I was like, holy shit, they're that good. Anywho, beaches, red clay beaches, really good for potatoes. Not so good for building sandcastles. None of the beaches in Prince Edward Island are particularly good for sandcastles. I mean, it can be done, but they don't seem to pack quite as hard. The water's not too middle of the summer. Water up there is swimmable. It's not that bad on a hot summer day, and it does get hot up there. 30 degrees in the summer is not unheard of. So it's warm, but Northumberland Strait is the warmest water north of West Virginia. So the government propaganda media tells us. So it's a good beach. On the west coast, Nova Scotia. Let's stick to the east coast. Sorry, Nova Scotia. Down Yarmouth is pretty far south, and so it's warm-ish relatively as far as Atlantic Canada is concerned, and it's got a couple of beaches that I've been on. A lot of shellfish in that area. You've got rocky beaches, but you can find patches of sand, and you know what? Honestly, the shellfish alone is worth going to Yarmouth for. Uh, Not a lot of warm water. No, not particularly warm, but the waves are nice. The beaches are long and flat. Not any huge waves coming in. So, uh, you know, it's for what, for Atlantic Canada, that the whole southern tip of Nova Scotia has good beaches. Uh, New Brunswick, um, it's got it's got the Bay of Fundy, world's highest tides, 50 feet or more, twice a day, every day, and it's got uh, beaches. Yeah, the Fundy National Park. You've got beaches. You can enjoy those beaches. Um, just be mindful of the tides. But the best beach in New Brunswick, in my opinion, is Parley Beach, and that's on the east coast of New Brunswick, in a place called Moncton. And Moncton, uh, New Brunswick, has is a good place for concerts. You get a lot of big groups. The Rolling Stones went to Moncton, and Parley Beach is a beautiful beach there. They've got a lot of concerts. They've got a good just atmosphere, the whole part of it. Ooh, look who we have here, people. Hello, Tim Possible. Welcome.
On your left, man. What's up, bro? I love you like a fat kid loves cake, so I wanted to show up for you.
Oh, hey, thanks, man. Yeah, no, hey, Tim. And we have another Tim here. Tim Hayes is still here. No,
Yeah,
I'm not still in Mexico, Tim. I'm back in Canada as of 2 days
yeah,
ago.
but I
And,
was
and
saying, like, you're a good dude, and that's why I showed up. All right, I
thanks,
was
man.
listening, I was trying to vibes, like, Canadian Spider Man. I teased you the other day. I was like, your cosplay sucks, but I
Appreciate it.
was just joking with you, and you knew
Of
that, right?
course. No, I did know that, and I
So,
appreciate that. I do not take anything personally. I don't take myself seriously, so that kind of works.
yeah,
And
and you're a good dude, man, and
thanks,
everyone
man.
knows it. And
So,
so, oh,
what
yeah,
talking
sorry.
about? Yeah, what have you been to any good? I'm just talking about Canadian beaches, and I started on the East Coast. Have you been to any East Coast Canadian beaches? Have you ever been to Nova Scotia or Prince Edward Island?
Well, to be honest, bro, I have not. What sucks?
Okay.
It
Wait,
makes me feel jelly right now, man. I'm just like, I've not been
well, you
living
Cape
life, right?
Cape Cod is similar. Have you been to Cape Cod?
I've
I've been
not
there.
been to Cape Cod. I've been
Okay.
to like mysterious places, but you're making me feel like I'm not
Okay.
efficient right now. Whatever,
Okay.
man.
So
Thanks for making me feel welcome here. I'm
yeah.
joking, bro. Joking.
Well, no, but I'm just starting with the East Coast beaches, and now Cape Cod
Yeah. Darn
is
beaches.
really touristy, but you can
Yeah,
find
yeah.
a blanket and that's where the biggest great white sharks
Yeah,
are, right?
that's
Because
also true.
that's where Jaws was from, and there's a reason for that because
Yeah,
that's where they are, man. It's not South Africa; it's off the coast of New England and Nova Scotia.
yeah, man. I feel honored to be on here, man. You are one of the good dudes.
Thanks for coming on. I
I
appreciate
can't.
you. You're the first
Yeah,
one that
like
popped on.
yeah, and I want to have you on my channel too. Like,
Oh man, I'd love
man,
to, but I don't know as much technical detail as some of the others, but I'm happy to come on. Absolutely.
yeah, and like the thing about this is so great. It's organic, right? Like this is like so raw and not like like mitigated, or this is just like something we're just like straight out talking about right now live, right? And it's so
Perfect.
real and visceral, right?
Uh,
And
That's exactly the way I like to do things.
yeah,
Absolutely.
that's what she said. But
And that's why. So, have you been? Because I just returned from Mexico. Have you been to
okay.
any part of Mexico?
All right. No, I haven't, but I can spoil some things.
It's
I
not.
have
Don't believe the
like
news. It's not dangerous where I was at
okay.
all.
All right. So like I've talked to Cardinal Sin, which is both our friends right here.
Yes,
But like
absolutely.
I
Kill,
do
absolutely. Yep.
have sources. But like, I do have people that I've discussed things through. Like I'm not only an actor, I'm a model. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
You went. I saw you talk about that. You did 5 years of acting school. That's not a small number, man. That's impressive.
yeah. So like the thing is, like as someone from a Christian faith, it's just like I go back and forth with my family and about that. Right. And then I don't think you should cheat on your wife. And then like there's our most famous actors that we love are cheating on their wife. Like we look at like, that's where like the controversial stuff, man. We're talking about real things here. We're talking about real life. Like these people are
Absolutely.
real
We're,
people.
we're mostly talking about beaches, but yes, a man
Yeah,
should
yeah.
not cheat on
Sorry, I
his
went through
wife.
that aspect.
No, a
Right.
man
You're right.
should not
Let me
cheat on
reel
his
it back a
wife.
little bit. Right.
Even even if a man is at a beach and sees a woman in a bikini, which you and I can probably agree that's the most beautiful state you're ever going to probably see a woman in, is wearing a bikini. Like, I
Yeah,
can't imagine
what I'm
another.
saying is the fact that like if we look at
Don't
like
cheat. Don't cheat on her. Do not cheat on her.
yeah, but like what I'm saying about like Hollywood, right? We saw the whole Jolie stuff, what I'm bringing up. And then we've seen it time and
Yes.
time before. There, if
Yeah.
anyone watched Riverdale, right? All those people started dating because they're kissing every freaking day. They're kissing
Mm-hmm.
every day. And the problem is, like, I love acting and I love the modeling aspect, like reaching for a new form. And I think a lot of us can agree, Canadian Spider Man,
Mm-hmm.
the fact that, like, what we're getting really mad about is they're like now today, they're telling us that we can't, aspire for more, right? Like, look good or train your body in such a way. And,
Yeah, but we don't listen to
what
them,
we're,
obviously.
yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like,
Did you
what I'm
train
saying
today?
is,
Because
like,
I did.
yeah, but what I'm saying is, bro, is that, when people talk about like, I don't mind if a one's a little bit more thick, right? But my issue with that is, man, you gotta be straight up honest with yourself and look at yourself in the eyes. Like, long run, is that gonna be your healthy version, right, bro? That's what I'm talking about. You
Yes.
see what I'm talking about? And we're
Yeah,
gonna be straight up
absolutely.
honest. Like, if you
No,
look at
but
yourself
I
in the
still need to
mirror.
be able to bench press her. I'm sorry.
You're
I'm
funny,
not
dude.
kidding. I need to be able to
You're a
bench
funny
press
dude,
her.
but I think that's real.
Sorry.
No, no, you're honest. Like, you see what I'm talking about, man. You see what I'm talking about. We have a good, conversation because we know what we're talking about. Like, man, like, isn't it problematic when they're saying these people, you know what I mean? Like, isn't we're living in such a world, bro, where like it's very I don't know, man. I don't wanna, like, drag it on, and
No,
I feel like we're on the same,
no, go
you
ahead,
know
man. I love dragons. Go ahead.
yeah, I love dragons too. But you know what I mean? It's just like we're living in such a culture now, the fact that we can't be honest. And then, like, for women too, it sucks for them because, we're having these people that are really overweight and
That's, well, we're on
being
the uh,
hypocritical. What I'm saying is they're being super hypocritical on the women that are actually putting in the work, that actually like to
yeah,
work out and all
you're
this.
right. The ones that deserve the credit.
Yeah, and the overweight women now, the SJW women,
Yeah, not all of them. The
not
ones that are
all,
the
right?
problem. The ones that are the
Yeah,
problem,
yeah, yeah.
that are
You're
telling
right.
people that you're healthy, don't work on yourself, don't improve yourself. You're just as healthy as someone who looks athletic, and that's going to kill you. You need to
Yeah,
be told, you, you need to be taught. If you tell me I'm always perfect, I'm always good, then why would I bother to improve myself? Like, what's the
yeah,
point? Like, what's my challenge? No, the reason why humans, and I studied
yeah, yeah.
anthropology. That's my degree. I studied it. I'm not an expert, but I do have some knowledge. And in my opinion, from what I understand, humans as a species have survived because we rise to challenge. In every event that would have stopped us from becoming what we are today, we rose up to the challenge and we took it on because we needed to improve. And if you keep telling people you are healthy in the way you are, you're gonna, they're gonna,
It's gonna
I mean,
society's gonna tell
statistically, they're
like,
gonna
man,
die early, and you're not helping them. You're contributing to the. So, and
and
that's a
like,
personal choice. I'm never going to weigh
It
300
is.
pounds. And it's a total personal choice.
And
And
look,
if you don't
bro,
want
like
to be
like
healthy,
the
that's
fall from
fine.
Rome, bro. The fall from Rome is my argument, right? Like Rome was the most like efficient
Hmm.
society today. And people like until I bring that up, they're just like ignore what I'm saying. I'm just like, bro, Rome had the most high society stuff going on. They were well respected and they did everything efficiently. But then
I'm
they
sure there's some
lost to the
other
core.
Indian and Chinese examples as well,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
they are
that
definitely a
too.
good example. Rome's an awesome example.
Yeah, yeah. What I'm saying, and I think whatever, you're a boss yourself. But like, you know what I mean? It just like
Well, when I
we're
can afford
coming
to be,
we're
yes.
coming to the core example points where like both of us are reflecting you're Spider-Man, I'm Kylo Ren, and I realize I made mistakes. And even Spider-Man, like Tobey Maguire is GOAT. I don't know.
Yes,
We can have a go.
absolutely. No,
Yeah,
Tobey
yeah.
Maguire
So
is,
we
yeah,
can clown out about that, but
yes, 100%.
yeah,
Although the
but
last
like,
movie with them all coming together was done well. I would have
oh
liked to have
yeah, it
seen more
was.
of them. I would have liked to have seen more, but they were good. I'm
Yeah,
not going to
yeah.
complain.
No, that was
Not
GOAT
going to
too.
complain.
I agree with that, man. That was GOAT too. Like, like I do appreciate the fact as like Andrew Garfield, like I think he's the worst Spider-Man, but now the fact that I saw those movies, I do like him. But Tobey
He did
Maguire will always be GOAT. Will always be
same,
GOAT, man.
same.
Always be GOAT. So
But in the last film, Andrew Garfield, he kind of endeared himself to me.
yeah, he
Yep,
did.
he did.
Yeah,
He did
yeah.
well. I think he realized that he might not be the number one Spider-Man, and
He knows.
he played the part well enough that he moved up a notch for sure.
Yeah, to me, bro. To be honest, I know we're both Toby's GOAT,
Yeah.
but like
Well, Andrew
at
Garfield's
that
just too
point in
tall to
time,
play Spider-Man. I'm sorry. You
yeah,
can't be
Tom
the
Holland
cool
is
kid. You
not
can't
a
be the
good
cool
Spider-Man.
skateboarder kid who's 5'10" and be Spider-Man. That's not who Spider-Man is.
Yeah, we both know that, but what I'm saying here too, like we both know that, he was apologizing to us fans, and
Yeah.
I forgive him.
You
I
got that
forgive him.
impression too. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I got that
yeah.
impression as well.
Yeah, I forgive him after that, man. I do forgive him. Like Tom Holland's like in like sorry, uh I'm not sorry about anything I said about this. Like,
No. Hell no.
Mary Jane is a redhead, a
It's also
ginger.
a thing you can smoke.
You know what I mean? Ginger, like she like I
Until
don't
they
hate the actor, like actress, whatever. I don't have anything against her, but
Kirsten
like
Dunst.
yeah, Kristen Dunst is the, essentially, you know, the actress that we look up to. And,
She
you know what I
embodies
mean?
Mary
Like
Jane
when
for
we
me.
look at oh go ahead, man. Sorry.
Yeah, no, Kirsten Dunst embodies Mary Jane for me 100%. Absolutely.
Yeah, and like that's
I
what I
saw
was
her as a
raised
blonde,
on and
and
what
that
I'm
was
saying,
devastating.
bro. And
Yeah.
it just, I understand the diversity thing, but then you shouldn't like just create original characters. That's my argument. But then again, like
Exactly.
I can understand people's argument another way, but just like this is such an iconic character.
And
Like
why give them a secondhand character? Make a brand new, fresh character, original.
yeah, like
Why
not
would
make
you
it
want a
seem like
secondhand character? That's disrespectful to you.
yeah, like it's like a token character, right?
Exactly.
That's our whole
Yes,
argument.
that's not original at all. The whole genre thrives on originality. The more original it is, the more popular it's going to become.
Yeah,
Spider-Man's a perfect example. I mean, how more original can you have than a fucking Spider-Man? And it's one of the most successful characters there is. I mean, you're always going to have a super strong guy who can fly and he's strong and
yeah,
bulletproof,
like Superman,
but
right?
the
And
Spider-Man is original, and originality is what really drives the industry and the genre and the whole entertainment on that side of the entertainment. So why would you use a secondhand character? Why would you borrow and transform it into something to fit to the
That yeah.
popular? No, make something original, and it's going to be well received, and it's going to be way more popular than if you just take an existing character and transform the sex, race, and
And
gender.
Canadian Spider, I heard something like pretty like divisive, and I know it's like
Ooh,
Hollywood is just like so tone deaf right now, and they're just like they're doing this stuff to get like they think it's gonna pay out, and it's not paying out. Like they want
well,
they
they're
they,
going to
they love
change
the
real.
race.
I'm hopeful.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm really hopeful they're going to change. Hey, Captain Infinity. Hey, buddy.
What's up, man?
Captain
But
Infinity is
like the
in the
race
chat.
bait stuff, what I'm trying to bring up here is, man, the race bait is huge, right? They know, you know, the race bait stuff is huge. And I get, I'm like learning from the patterns and I don't report on that, right? Like you and me, we're universal and, we hang out with a lot of good people on the internet, right? But we're
There's a hell
both
of a lot of
like
good people
kind
on the
of
internet. You're
universal
darn right.
on the thought, right? We don't like
Captain, the link
do
is at the
car
top there,
videos,
buddy.
right? So what
Yeah,
I'm saying,
it's a
yeah.
good community here. I mean, and if anyone's a dickhead here, it does. There's enough people here. We can tell when someone's not genuine, and it doesn't take long for them to get weeded out. And I'm thankful to say I haven't met too many
Oh,
people
yeah,
that fall
okay,
into
man.
that category. I really haven't. And this is a beautiful place to find people to connect with, such as yourself. And we can be on separate continents. We could be as far away as New Zealand, Captain Infinity, and be able to communicate instantly. And that's something that is something
Yeah,
right out of Star Trek or Star Wars. Take your pick. That is something amazing.
yeah. And the thing is, like, man, like Star Wars right now is pretty divisive. I'll admit that. But like,
Well,
you know,
Star Wars needs
go ahead.
dragons, obviously.
Dragons.
With Star Wars, hey man, you already had horses running on a star
They fly now.
destroyer in space. No, and they were galloping on the deck of a star destroyer. If I recall correctly, so you might as well
Yeah.
have dragons at this point. I mean, if Star Trek can have Klingons giving torture to people, you might as well have dragons in Star Wars. Why the fuck not?
Yeah.
Dragons. Everyone loves dragons, man. You give
Yeah, dragons
dragons,
fly
you
now.
mount lightsabers to a dragon's tail. That's a weapon. That's a friggin' weapon, my friend. Think about it. Dragons and lightsabers. I've been smoking and drinking a lot, though.
Captain Filthy, what's up? What's up, gangster?
Yep.
Um,
Good to see you, Captain Infinity. Tim Hayes was here. Yeah, it's really late. It's like 2:30 in the morning Pacific time. So the captain's probably just waking up. He probably isn't. Captain hasn't even had a coffee yet. My wager is Captain hasn't even had a
yeah.
cup. I doubt he's even put on any kind of undergarments yet.
I don't
He's
know.
just
I'm not good question
crawling
the
out. First,
captain.
he's not even out of bed. He's got his computer on his night table, same as I do, and he opens that and turns on YouTube before he's out of bed, same as I do.
This is
And
Captain's
he's
live because I
yeah.
am really good friends with Captain. He's like Deckard is a replicant, and that's what he hears on repeat, repeat, and
That's
that's
his
what
alarm in
Captain
the
hears
morning.
every
He wakes up.
morning. And
Yep.
Captain
Deckard
knows
is a
I'm right.
replicant.
So,
Deckard is a replicant.
yeah,
He's got me
and
convinced
I could tell him
90%.
easily he's not a
Well,
replicant.
80
So
percent.
whatever.
80% he's very convincing when he speaks. So he's got me
Yeah.
80
No, me and
80%.
Cockney are homeboys. He knows that. So
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And if they ever legalize weed in New Zealand, we'll go down and we can all do a live stream from the lake. It'll be great. It'll
yeah.
be a good time. It's good for you. It's good for them. It's good for
Yeah,
me.
Cockney, whatever, hipster. Cockney was the original hipster. Like, I did acknowledge him. Like, I did hit
I
3,000
thought
subs.
Robert Meyer Burnett was the original hipster.
He was, but like I'll give Cockney this, and he wants me to say it first because Cockney was the original hipster. He was.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was. Robert Meyer Burnett did call
took it
Cockney
over.
out,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna be honest, straight up honest about it. I do know Robert Burnett. I have met, I do know
yeah.
him on a personal
Speaking
level.
of body positivity, Robert Burnett, he's you know credit to him. Body positivity. Uh, he used to be really
Yeah,
big.
Cockney
Good for him.
Cockney knows. Cockney loves me like a fag loves cake. I
He
love
does.
him same way. So
So the topic of the night is coming back from Mexico.
okay,
What's the
so
best beach? And I don't want to. I'm not going to dox you, but in your within 1,000 kilometers of you, because I've spent
okay,
most of my time in Mexico on
fair enough,
beaches.
fair enough.
What's the best beach within 1,000 kilometers of you? 600
I
miles.
don't. Well, I don't know what's convenient on here. What's my speech limited to? Like, what can I say? That's
Well, English. If English, I can speak a bit of Japanese, French, and Spanish. That's your limit.
okay. So I don't want to like offend anyone in the chat. I'm not gonna come after you, Cockney. I love you like that kid loves cake. Obviously, you're my brother. So and obviously Canadian Spider-Man is my homie too.
Good
So,
to see you, man.
yeah. I'm glad I came on to talk with him because I do want like Canadian Spider-Man on my channel. I do want you
Oh,
on my
I'd love to come
channel,
on.
and we're going to talk about probably. I think I'm going to do a post stream after this, but
Yeah.
no,
Oh,
like Canadian Spider-Man is a good dude. I think we should all follow him, and
thanks. And
he's the
subscribe.
best. No, man, you are the best of us. I think a lot of people don't
Now
really
you're just
realize
talking
that.
silly. I certainly
You
put in the
are
least effort of all of us. That's for sure.
no, but you are a good dude, and everyone knows it. Everyone
Thanks,
knows it.
man.
And
I appreciate you letting me on anytime you're streaming, and I appreciate you letting me on, man. That means a lot.
and no, Carlson is a good friend of mine, and I want
Yep.
our boy here. We want to like promote this stream. He is a really good dude. Support his channel, and
All the way. 100%.
yeah. I think you're underrated. I think Carlson's an amazing dude, and I love him.
Yep.
But we
Well, and
gotta
Captain Infinity, who's
we gotta get
on
you
stream
up,
as we
man.
speak.
We gotta get you up. No
Yeah.
joke. We gotta get
That-
you up, and we gotta start promoting our friends, man. We grow together.
yep.
We do grow together,
Cardinal
and I
Sin,
think the
Captain
issue is
Infinity, yourself.
yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, what?
I'm really impressed with people like Jedi Bill, for example. He has done really well, and he's another example. Like, and you know what? You just got to stick to it. You have to be regular.
Yeah, you got to go with your niche, right? Like I really like Jedi Bill and what he's done because like the singing stuff, that's his niche for his channel. As far as like if I'm gonna go to hear like Star Wars news, I don't go for his channel. If I want to hang out, I go to Jedi Bill's channel, right?
Exactly. Tim,
So
could you
like,
please read the Brett Cohen? Are you familiar with Brett Cohen? He's from Tasmania,
um,
Australia.
oh, I like Brett. I like Brett. Sorry, man.
Would you mind reading the chat that
Yeah,
he
that's
put in
cool.
there?
That's cool. Yeah, let's go there. Um, Good day, folks. Back in Canada, beaches not enough.
Beach is not good enough. Oh, dude, the beaches in
Yeah,
Mexico are
not enough.
fantastic.
Uh,
No,
okay.
I ran out of money, Brett Cohen. I ran out of money. That's why I'm back in Canada. It's not
Uh-oh.
because the beaches weren't good.
Wait. All right. Canadian Spider-Man, let me ask you this. I don't
Yeah,
know
man.
you that well. I don't know you that well. All right. So do
No,
you live in you live in Canada?
I do, but I try and spend at least as much time on the beaches in the winter as I can. And so
Okay.
the last 5 months has been in Mexico,
Okay.
and yeah, it's been a great No, it's been a great winter. It's just Canada's too cold. I've done 46 winters in Canada, and that's enough.
46 winters? What
Yeah.
are you right now? Are you just like what's going on with you right now? 46 winters. What are you like 40 years old what's going on?
No, I'm 50. I did 46 winters in Canada. I did 3 winters in Australia and a year in Asia, and
Okay, that's
just
dope.
enough. That's enough. No, I'm Canada's too cold.
No,
But
like,
that's
bro, that's
I'm
very interesting. I think
the,
people want to know about more about
the,
you, man. You're a
that's
really
why I
good
go to
dude.
that's why I'm going to the beaches, man. I love the beaches, in the winter in Canada is just too cold, and that's why
No,
I wanted to do this stream. And I'm glad you were here for it, Tim, and I appreciate you coming on. Uh,
sorry, I'm highlighting you because I'm more interested in you than I am you
oh
and
well,
me, if that
I was
makes
just going
sense.
to ask you to
Because you,
promote before we go. I was going to ask you to promote your channel.
yeah, no, like you are a really interesting dude. Like,
Thanks,
like
man.
getting to
I
know you,
appreciate it.
man, has been like incredible.
Well, I'm
Like,
glad you came over.
yeah, man, you seem like a really good dude, and I'm just like, I just want to know more about you. Be
Oh, well,
honest.
come on. You're welcome on the channel anytime, Tim. Do you have
Yeah.
anything you want to promote before we wrap it up? I've
Yeah,
I've got
man,
your.
I love you
Do
like
you
a
have a
fat
link
kid
that you
loves
want to put
cake.
on? Do you have a
Um,
link that you want to drop in the private chat?
I don't know, man. I think this has been incredible learning about you, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
Like
no, I'm
you
glad you liked
are
it. I'm glad you
incredibly
liked it, dude.
interesting and like
Well,
I
let's stream
do like
again because I'll probably do this within the week. I'll do another one, and I'll give you a heads up.
yeah, well, bro, I know you're traveling right now or you're trying to do different things, right? I'm
All over the place,
actually
man. It's yeah, absolutely. But it's
all right.
good. It's
So
life. That's what life is about.
yeah, and bro, I'm looking actually at traveling to I don't know. I have some things going on, but like I'm that's my next thing too. Like
Do
you
it.
seem pretty cool and you're traveling to other locations, but I'm looking at traveling to other locations as well. And you know, I like connecting with you because you're like-minded and you seem
That
pretty like you're chill.
that's
You
fellow
know what I mean?
travelers really have something in common. You're not wrong
Yeah,
there.
yeah. You see what I'm saying? And you know, I'm working towards like traveling to other locations like you, and we're both like people that like want to experience life. And I think this is a massive dope thing that
Absolutely.
we did tonight, man. This is
It'd be
sick.
cool to stream from yeah,
Yeah,
I'd
yeah,
like to do streams from different countries, man. That's the goal. That's the
yeah,
goal. All right.
yeah.
Well,
I
thanks
don't
for
know.
coming on, Tim. I gotta end it now. It's been over half an hour, but when's your next stream? Because I'd like to drop by there. When are you going
So,
on next?
so for
Today's
anyone
today's Thursday.
watching,
Today's Friday. Today's
yeah,
Friday.
today's Friday. So anyone watching, my consistent streams are on Sunday, 8 p.m. ET. Check those streams out. We do consistent streams on Sunday, and we talk about Star Wars, right?
Awesome.
Like the good or the bad, we talk about Star Wars. I know people are like Tim Sibley, whatever.
Nope.
But you
That's
know,
yep.
like on Sundays, at least, or consistent, and everything else flows through. That's what she said. But you know, I feel thank you for having me on, man. You're
Oh no,
amazing.
thanks for being on. I'm yeah, I was happy to do it. And if you're gonna be on Sunday, I will return the favor. I gotta get some sleep, but yeah, I'll Sunday stream. I can definitely be there, and I'll return the favor on then. And that's something. I mean, Sunday that gives me enough time to recover from Saturday, so that works.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me on, and please follow Canadian Spider-Man. He's the best of us, and
That's
we
it.
all love him.
And please follow Tim Possible, and you won't be disappointed because he He'll give you a perspective no one else does. So thanks for being here, everybody. Have a good night.
Peace.